What's going on, New York Yankee fans? Welcome back to another video. If you guys have not already, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification button so you get notified when the live stream pops video drops. Appreciate y'all who came out to the draft stream. Very fun night on Clutch B-Ball's channel. Then we proceeded over on our channel, and Clutch B-Ball actually joined us for the back end of the draft. It was very fun. We all had a good time. More stuff coming up like that, of course. Content, videos, live streams. Boys Big Apple is tonight, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. NFL training camp, NBA draft, and of course the MLB trade deadline. So it'll be a very interesting show, and I hope you join us. So in this video, it's going to be very basic, but it's going to be very good. I'm going to recap the Yankees series against the Rays. They won 2 out of 3. They won 4-3 the first game, 3-1 the second game in 10 innings, and then the third game they lost 14-0. So let's go over it. So I'm going to go in chronological order as I always do. The Yankees start out with 2 straight hits, LeMahieu and Judge. LeMahieu double, Judge single. Stanton walk also as well, but the Yankees blow that. Gary strikes out, and then Gleyber Torres grounds into a double play. With that being said, Gary makes up for his mistake and throws out Manuel Margot at third. And going into, I think it's the first inning or maybe the second inning as well, the Yankees need to figure out their communication skills. And it won't be necessarily that much of an issue when we get, Joey Gallo in Miami or anywhere, really, or, Greg Allen's in center or whatever, but we need the communication skills. What do I mean by that? We can't be having this left fielder, center fielder keep colliding for catches. It is always the center fielder's ball. The center fielder has room to call it. It's always his leverage. As a baseball player, I know that, for all the analytic boys out there that don't know anything. But my point is this. You got to get the communication skills. And we might need that in September because of the call-ups. But it's got to get better. Whether it's shortstop or whatever, the defensive tactics have to get better. And just because we acquire, someone who's good at defense, that being Joey Gallo, we have to change our defensive approach. We have to change whatever the hell we're doing so we actually complement Joey Gallo with some defensive players. But obviously, it really hasn't shown all season. With that being said, the Yankees waste a Gio Urshela opportunity. He doubled and then moved to third. But Ryan Lamar and Greg Allen strike out. But Greg Allen would make up for that in the fourth inning as he doubled and scored on a DJ LeMahieu single, 1-0 for the Yankees from there. Then Torres and Odor single in the sixth, 3-0. They score on a Gio Urshela double. Then in the bottom half of the sixth, Brandon Lau puts one into the right field seats. 3-2 game. Chad Green, of course, giving up that home run. We'll talk about him at the end, or at least at the end of this game. Then Ryan Lamar powers one to right field, 4-2. Second Yankee home run. That's in the eighth inning. Then Randy Arozarena doubles off Britton. Yandy Diaz scores. They get within 1 in the eighth inning, 4-3. Then the Yankees escape that inning with a Zunino double play. Then in the top of the ninth, Gary Sanchez and Aaron Judge get on. Stanton and Torres strike out and ruin the rally. Then Chapman gives us another heart attack, but closes it out. The thing I will say about Chad Green, though, is Yankees traded Sessa. The Yankees traded Luis Sessa and Justin Wilson. Justin Wilson I don't care about. They traded Luis Sessa, one of their best bullpen arms, and they didn't trade Chad Green or Zach Britton. Sessa's been healthy all season. He's been producing all season, but you give up him instead of Britton or Chad Green. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. And I get it. We got Clay Holmes now. We also got Joely Rodriguez, but they're not comparable to what Luis Sessa gave us this season. I'm going to say that 1,000 times, but we'll see what happens with those two pitchers. So the Yankees struck out 10 times. Stanton struck out 3 times, of course. Odor, Urshela, and LeMahieu didn't strike out at all. Yankees left 11 on base. They were 3 for 16 with runners in scoring position. Greg Allen had a stolen base. Jordan Montgomery, decent start out of him. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 3.78 ERA. Chad Green getting his 14th hold, but giving up the 2-run shot to Brandon Lau. So that's 1 hit, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. in an inning pitched. Then Jonathan Loaisiga had a better outing than he did against the Red Sox. 2 strikeouts in an inning pitched. Britton obviously gave up that double to Randy Arozarena. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And then Aroldis Chapman in the 9th inning, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts in an inning pitched. And then I think it's Shane McClanahan who got the loss. Yankees wrecked him. I mean, with runners in scoring position, situational hitting, not really, but just hits. 9 hits, 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and a total of 6 strikeouts. So the Yankees still struck out from there. So let's move to Game 2. I didn't watch much of this game, but I'll still recap it for you guys. Brandon Lau doubles. Rays get on the board 1-0 in the 4th. DJ Mayhew hits a sac fly. Yankees tie the game in the 5th, 1-1. Then pretty much through 5 innings, except for the sac fly, Michael Wacha dominated the Yankees. His stats on the game: 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run not earned, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts, coming out with a 4.79 ERA. He did not get a decision because this game went to extra innings, of course. Very rarely, and it's not even rare, it's just rare to the point. You don't see starting pitchers in extra innings anymore, so he is not getting a decision either way. To go from there, Yankees get caught in a costly double play to end the 9th and 10th inning. Tyler Wade was just ranging a little off of second base. Line drive to the second baseman, tags the base. Then in the 10th inning, line drive to the third baseman. He tags the base with his foot, and that's a double play. That's 2 double plays. The only thing I can really think of in terms of fixing that would probably be reaction time. But I think it's just also coincidental. It's also with the shift as well, infield in, whatever. But the Yankees did score 2 runs in the top of the 10th. Aaron Judge got an RBI single off of, I think, Fairbanks. 2-1 game, and then they scored on a Andrew Kittredge wild pitch. So 3-1. Yankees 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Also to note, they struck out 13 times. Most strikeouts probably go to Odor with 3. Let's see who didn't strike out on the night. Greg Allen didn't strike out. Kyle Higashioka, he came in later, didn't strike out. And Stanton, wow, surprisingly didn't strike out. I mean, I'm surprised with that. He went 1 for 4, though, so, that's that. Some other basic stats: Nestor Cortez, 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, not bad, 1.93 ERA. Lucas Ludge, 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. Zach Britton, 1 walk, and a total of an inning pitched. Chad Green, 1 inning pitched, got the win. And Chapman, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 inning pitched, gets his 20th save in an inning pitched. And then obviously, Fairbanks got the loss. Didn't even pitch the whole inning, so he didn't even get an out. 2 runs, 1 earned, and 1 hit, and then Kittredge had to clean it up. Even though he did give up a run, it was technically unearned. With that being said, let's move to the 3rd game of the series, where the Yankees lost 14-0. So the 3rd game, not very good for the Yankees. Even though they didn't win the series, that's not a game you want to go out on. So chronologically, Aaron Judge doubles, but Odor and Stanton ruin it. Odor flies out, Stanton strikes out. That was with 1 out. Then, before Garrett Cole gets an out in the bottom of the inning, the Rays put up a 4 spot. A Yandy Diaz single, then Austin Meadows home run to right field. I've said this before. I don't know if anyone has been echoing my points. Austin Meadows is going to be a Yankee killer for years to come. Hopefully the Rays keep him for their benefit, not our benefit. I would like him off the Rays. Hopefully not to a division rival. But at 4-0 for the Rays coming out of the 1st, in the 2nd inning, meaning the Yankees, waste another situation with 2 on. Torres and Gardner singled, and then Higashioka and Florio flied out. That was in the 2nd. Then skipping all the way to the 6th inning, the Rays put up a 10 spot. Cole and Abreu were pitching. 14-0 was the end result, obviously. Kevin Kiermaier hits a fly ball to left field. Brett Gardner. I mean, we got to stop stashing him out there. We got to put, Allen left. Ryan Lamar ain't necessarily the pro defensive player, but come on, Brett. I mean, ball's literally in your hands. You're getting it as a basket catch, and then you drop it. And then it's costing 2 runs for Garrett Cole. It's not his fault. But, Garrett Cole didn't necessarily have a great outing, but that just adds more fuel to the fire. So Cole is out, I think, shortly after that. Brett Phillips off of Albert Abreu hits a grand slam to right field. That's their 9-hitter, by the way. We can't get production at the bottom of the lineup, but we'll see with this Gallo and Rizzo trade. Then 2 batters later, G-Man Choi, home run to right field, 12-0. Then Austin Meadows, shortly thereafter, hits his second home run to right field, 14-0. Albert Abreu got absolutely destroyed. I'll read the stats in a minute, but the Yankees also were 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, 6 left on base, 10 Ks, and 4 hits. Those hits by Gardner, Judge, Florial, and Torres. So the Yankees got crushed. As I just mentioned, Gardner gets credited for the error. Cole, 10-6 on the season, 5.1 innings pitched, 6 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, 1 home run, 3.11 ERA. Albert Abreu, probably the worst day of his career, 6 earned runs, 3 home runs, given up 2 walks, 4 hits, 5.65 ERA. Sal Romano came in afterwards to kind of mop up the mess. 1.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4.70 ERA. I think he pitched for the Reds earlier this season, so that would make sense as why his ERA was so high. He's like Dellin Betances now because he's tall as hell and he wears number 68. Then Clay Holmes came in for 1 inning, struck out 1, and he pitched an inning. So Luis Patino got the win, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits. Then Head came in. I don't know his first name, so I can't really make up any names. 2 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1.2 innings pitched. Then Sheriff came in. I think it was Ryan Sheriff, 1.1 innings pitched and 1 walk. Rays, 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position. That's good. Compared to the Yankees. And they got outscored, the Yankees, this whole series. So it's about putting up runs. It's about supporting your pitcher, and it's about the bullpen doing their job. So let's do the math real quickly. So the Rays put up a 3 spot in game. So they put 4 runs up through the first 2 games. So they got 18 runs this series, if you do the math. Then the Yankees put up 4, they put up 3, and they put up 0. So they got outscored 18-7. That can't happen. And people say, "Oh, okay, the Gallo signing, this is a loss. We've had these losses." Well, you know what? We'll see what happens because the expectations have to be there. And I'm not lowering my expectations. I don't care what podcast or what channel says, "Oh, I'm going to lower my expectations." No, you have to heighten your expectations because, the Yankees are sending a message now. We traded for a relief pitcher, we traded for Anthony Rizzo, and we traded for Joey Gallo. You're basically sending the message to me is you're trying to go to the World Series. You're trying to either win a division spot or get into the wild card and make a deep run. Now, the Dodgers have actually done the same thing, and they've underperformed this year because the Giants are leading the division. Out of all teams, can't pick the Rockies. I mean, they're tanking. Can't pick the Diamondbacks. They're tanking. Let's see what else. The Padres couldn't pick that team to start winning the division. No, for some reason it has to be the Giants. They're past their primes. Jake McGee, Johnny Cueto. Mike Tauchman actually just got designated for assignment there. So maybe it's even sides of the ball, but Peralta, he's commencing a rehab assignment in Somerset. But the expectations, mine are rising. You guys, you traded for 2 power bats. Yeah, it's great and all. They better produce. They better produce. You guys better produce. And you guys better go to the playoffs. This ain't, they didn't make the playoffs, so try again next. No. Because every year it's this story, though this year was probably worse than the last couple of years, let's be honest. This year it's got to be about the playoffs, and especially now. Because you traded for power bats, you traded for a relief pitcher, now you got to go win something. Whether it's a division game, whatever. And you cannot lose a series, and it's impossible, but you cannot lose a series on the way out. And you can't go on these rough stretches. Oh, lose a series against the Red Sox, then rebound against the Rays. No, you have to stay on a straight streak because we are inching closer to a wild card spot. I believe we're 3.5 games out. The wild card teams right now are the Athletics and the Rays. The Mariners are right in front of us. The Mariners. So let's get a grip and actually go out there like it means something. We can't be having these meaningless at-bats, these meaningless games where it's like, for example, Stanton, swinging and missing. He's been horrible over this streak. The last couple of games, swinging at pitches that are not even touching the plate, they're bouncing. So he needs to get a fucking grip. Because if we're going to say, Gallo's coming, Rizzo's coming, Yeah, the power's not going to exist if not everybody plays their part. Gallo might, Rizzo might, Judge might, maybe Sanchez will, but he's been rough the last couple of games, let's be honest. And then Stanton. Power bat right there, but is not doing anything. That's why I made the difference. Oh, look at the Brewers, look at the White Sox. They're leading their divisions. They don't have any too much power bats. So you could say it's on pitching, but the offense also has to contribute. So with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that notification button so you get notified when a live stream pops video drops. Appreciate y'all, boys in the Big Apple podcast at 8:10 p.m. tonight. MLB trade deadline, NBA draft, NFL training camp. A lot of stuff to talk about. Maybe we'll do call-ins as well because we kind of want to get the call-ins going, and we miss our viewers talking to us as well. And I might actually have a video out today grading the New York Yankees trade deadline moves. So we'll see what happens, but peace out. See you later, and stay cool.